Now, the greatest radio shows of all time.
Suspense.
The Shadow Node.
Washington calling David Harding, counter-spy.
Classic radio theater.
The Great Gildersleeve. Fibber McGee and Molly.
Dragnet. Gunsmoke.
The Lone Ranger.
Now, step back into a time machine with your host, Wyatt Cox.
Good evening, friends of the Inner Sanctum.
An hour of fun and comedy with a whole bunch of great folks. Edgar-Bergen, Charlie-McCarthy, Mortimer Snerd, along with Donald Dickson, John-Garfield, Lurene, Tuttle, Wally, Maher, and more. That'll all be coming up here on in this next hour as we head back to the past. The Chase and Sanborn Hour from November 19th, 1939. Oh, Chase and Sanborn, that's coffee. And not coffee like that stuff they sell at Starbucks, you know.
The makers of Chase and Sanborn Coffee, the blend that is friendship in a cup, present the Chase and Sanborn Hour, and your host, Rudy Vallee.
This is Rudy Vallee saying hi-ho and bidding you welcome to another Chase and Sanborn Hour. Tonight, as host pro tem, it is my pleasure to extend a glad hand for Dorothy Lamour, Edgar-Bergen and Charlie-McCarthy, Mortimer Snerd, Robert Armbruster, and the Chase and Sanborn Orchestra. To these regular forces, add the greetings to and from our special guests, John-Garfield and Alan Mowbray. May we hope that all of you will continue to renew your friendship with Chase and Sanborn Coffee as regularly and loyally as you do with us. Lurking behind a newly blown, fully grown mustachio is a good friend of ours, a gentleman whose return it is my pleasure to herald. You know who that is, don't you, Charlie?
No, who?
Donald Dickson.
Who?
Donald Dickson.
Never heard of him.
Your friend, Charlie. Donald Dickson.
Oh, what does he do?
Well, blimey, he sings a right good song.
Certainly good to hear your voice again, Donald. It's mighty nice to have you back with us. Isn't it, Charlie?
What?
Yes. I say, isn't it good to have Donald Dickson back with us?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Was he away? Oh, yes, of course, sir. Welcome back, Mr. Dickson. Welcome, thrice welcome. Well, come on, sit down and tell us about your travels, your adventures in this precarious world of ours.
Well, thank you, Charlie. I will.
Where did you go?
Well, I've been doing a lot of...
Yeah, I know, but were they good to you, though?
Well, they certainly...
Did you bring us any presents?
No, I just brought myself.
Just yourself, yes. So you didn't bring anything, huh?
No, but I thought of you very often, Charlie.
Oh, you did? Uh-huh. Could you afford it?
Donald, now, don't pay any attention to Charlie. We don't expect any presents.
Speak for yourself, Bergen.
You were only teasing now, weren't you, Charlie?
I was never more serious in my life.
Is that so?
Well, did you bring any presents now, huh?
Well, I wanted to bring something, Charlie, but I came out here by plane, and, well, when you travel by air, you can't carry anything very bulky or heavy, you know.
No, that's right, no. But folding money doesn't weigh much.
Charlie, you haven't changed a bit.
And never have you, Mr. Dickson. Unfortunately.
Well, as a matter of fact, I did see something in a store that I intend to buy for you.
Oh, Oh, Mr. Dickson, welcome, thrice welcome. What are you going to buy me?
A couple of bookends.
Did you say bookends?
I said bookends.
Bookends.
Wouldn't you like that?
Well, really, I'm so busy nowadays, I wouldn't have time to read them, you see.
Charlie, aren't you ashamed of yourself?
Well, no.
We should be thinking of what we can give Donald to show him how happy we are to have him back.
All right, just so something happens. Tell you what, we'll throw a party for Mr. Dickson, huh?
Oh, well, really, I don't deserve anything like that.
Well, that's beside the point. We'll throw a party for you anyway. How about coming over to the house tonight, huh?
You mean your house?
No, your house. What time will you be there?
Now, wait a minute, Charlie. If we give a party, it'll be at my house.
All right, so it'll be at your house. Will you be over at Bergen's at about 10 o'clock?
I'll be there.
Good. And when you get there, just yell, see? And then I'll help you carry it in, see?
Carry what in?
Well, you ain't coming empty-handed, are you?
Oh, that's fine. You are giving me a party, and I'm supposed to bring the refreshments. Well, I'm not coming.
All right, don't come then. You don't have to. Just send the stuff over by a boy. Or better still, just give me the money and I'll buy it. I think a 5 or a 10 spot will swing this deal.
No, I should say not.
Oh.
You're asking me for money to pay for my own party.
Yeah.
Well, that's preposterous.
Listen, Mr. Dixon, either say you will or you won't, but don't tell me how to run my racket. All right. Never seem to fail. Always have trouble with you when you come back from a concert tour. We'll have to unlearn him a little.
Well, Charlie, it looks like your scheme didn't work. Donald knows you a little too well.
Yes, but I'm glad to see Charlie anyway, party or no party.
Yeah, well, I'm glad to see you, too. Piker or no piker.
Donald, did you know that Charlie's been entertaining a country cousin lately? Mortimer Snerd has been his house guest.
House guest? You mean barn guest?
All right.
Oh, yes, I heard about Mortimer. Friend of yours, eh, Charlie?
He's no friend of mine. That's Snerdville Snip.
Well, I'll bring Mortimer out to meet you. Rudy, have you seen Mortimer?
Yes, I have, Edgar. He's having the time of his life talking to Dorothy Lamour.
Talking to Dorothy Lamour? Well, can you beat that? I'll clip that Keokuk cornstalk. I'll mow him down. Daddy.
I better get over there and break this up, Donald.
Yeah.
You know, Mortimer's a pretty bashful fellow, Donald.
Well, just what kind of a boy is he, Rudy?
He's rather difficult to describe. I'd say that Mortimer is definitely rural, happy-go-lucky sort of fellow who will never be a victim of higher learning. He has acquired the secret of relaxation to the point where he even lets his front teeth hang out. He's very amusing.
Just call me brother, that's all. He sure is funny looking, isn't he? Oh, Moona Manakura, I love you. How's that, Donnie? All right.
Donald, this is the young man himself, Donald Dickson, Mortimer Snerd.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Snerd.
No.
What's the matter?
No. He's Donald Dickson.
Oh, well, who am I?
Well, you're Mortimer Snerd.
Well, pleased to meet me. No. Doesn't sound right.
No.
Hello, Mortimer. I'm very glad to know you.
Sort of silly, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, this is Mr. Dickson.
Well, what should I say?
Well, say that you're pleased to meet him.
All right, I'm pleased to meet you, Mr. Dickson.
Mr. Dickson, yes, he's our singer.
Yeah?
Yes. Mm-hmm. You heard him just a few minutes ago.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm pleased to meet you anyway.
Well, now tell me, Mortimer, just what do you think of Mr. Dickson?
Sir?
What do you think of Mr. Dickson?
Well, he ain't as pretty as Dorothy Lamour. Mr. Dickson, where's your farm located at?
Oh, he's not a farmer.
Oh, he's not a farmer, no. Looks like kinfolk.
No. No, never mind that. Tell me, what do you think of his singing?
Well, the singing?
Yes.
Well, it may sound silly, but I liked it.
Oh, you liked it? Yes. Well, that's fine. Well, you should like it, after all. Mr. Dickson spent 4 years in the conservatory.
I know what?
In a conservatory.
Conservatory?
Yes.
Conservatory.
Conservatory.
That's conservatory. He did?
Yes, he did.
Did he water the flowers?
No.
Well, I didn't know I'm a stranger here.
Oh, you're a stranger. Yes.
Well, it was a music conservatory, Mortimer. Have you ever studied music?
Who, me? No.
Well, do you sing?
Well, sorry, yeah. In my time, I've done a little hog calling.
Why, I see, but Mortimer, I don't believe that musical critics recognize the art of hog calling.
Well, maybe not, no. But hog calling brings home the bacon. I'm a killer diller, riggy-diggy.
November 19th, 1939, the Chase and Sanborn Hour here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Now on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, more of the Chase and Sanborn Hour, as it was originally broadcast November 19th, 1939.
A man's man, a grand person, and an actor from whom you may always expect and receive a sterling performance, is our guest tonight, John Garfield. He scored such a great hit in Warner Brothers' Four Daughters that killing him off in the last reel only led to plots and plans to revive him, so he could propel his talent and artistry in the sequel. Thus, you will soon see Mr. Garfield ghostily acting his way through Four Wives, the mighty haunting performance he does in it, too. But tonight, John Garfield, very much alive, appears for us with Lurene Tuttle and Wally Maher in Agnes Ridgway's original radio story entitled Courage a la Carte. Presenting John Garfield.
The scene is a small, inexpensive cafeteria somewhere in Midtown, New York. The time, a little before noon of a hot summer day. The tables are just beginning to fill up. At the moment, only 3 people stand before the counter. A middle-aged woman, a well-dressed young man, and a girl. The young man is idly flipping a quarter as he waits for the woman to be served.
Here, lady. Tomato juice, chicken salad, the ice cream's up ahead. Next. Oh. Hello, Duke.
Morning, Gus. How's tricks?
Not so good. What do you have? We got some nice cold cuts.
Keep 'em. I don't like cold junk. No beans today?
No. It's too hot for beans. I'd be stuck with them. See, we're running a special on bacon and eggs. 20 cents.
All right, I'll take that. You can fry the eggs fresh.
Okay. You're paying for them.
Hey, and no pepper.
Huh? No pepper? See, I wouldn't give you 2 cents for an egg without no pepper.
No, it spoils them. All an egg needs is good butter and a dusting of salt.
No, Duke, no.
Pardon me, Duke.
Huh? Oh.
I just hate to interrupt, but when you two connoisseurs get through swapping egg recipes, could I get waited on?
Why, sure.
What do you have, sister?
Coffee.
Okay. Say we got a special on combination
Just
salad.
coffee.
Check. Well, here you are, sister. Pay the cashier up ahead.
Can I get by, please?
Why not, Blondie? You're skinny enough.
Thank you so much.
Shall I flip your eggs, Duke?
Why, no. Sunny side up.
Okay. Want any coffee?
Huh? No. It's pretty hot for coffee. If I want it, I'll come back.
Check. Here you are, Duke. Eat hearty. Next, please. What'll it be, mister?
25, $1.20. Thank you.
Excuse me, but is this chair taken?
You see anybody sitting in it?
Aren't you the little cut-up? Have you the salt on your side?
Salt? No, there's none here.
Of all the rotten service.
Yes, it's not like the Ritz Plaza, is it, Duke?
I suppose I'll have to get up and get it myself. By the time I get my lunch, it'll be... What's the matter?
What? Why, nothing. Not a thing.
But you were looking at my plate as though you couldn't take your eyes away.
Oh, you're crazy. Listen, I don't talk to strange men.
You're hungry.
Hungry? Me? Of all the dumb ideas. I'm not hungry. I tell you, I'm not hungry.
You're lying. The look on your face when you looked at that food. You're lying, Blondie.
All right, so I am hungry. So are a lot of other people.
Sure, I know.
But a girl. Listen, I haven't touched this. Take it and eat it.
Say, what do you think I am? You can't feed me like you'd feed a stray cat.
I'm not trying to.
I don't want charity.
I'm not offering it.
I'm getting out of here. I didn't come in here to be insulted.
No, wait. Sit down. Listen, stupid. You got a wrong slant on things. Suppose we were crossing 6th Avenue and a truck went through a red light and you didn't see it coming. You wouldn't know me from Adam. But I'd stick out my hand and grab you, wouldn't I?
Oh, sure, but that's different.
Why? Listen, Blondie. We're two human beings living this thing they call life. Living it at the same time, walking the same road, going the same place, most likely. What's the difference what smacks you? A truck or a streak of tough luck? I hold out my hand to you, okay? Someday you turn around and hold out yours to somebody else.
Is it as simple as that?
Why, sure it is. If we don't even have the brains to see it. Go ahead, Blondie. Clean up that plate.
Okay.
Atta girl.
So you better order yourself some more bacon and eggs, hadn't you?
Oh, plenty of time. I don't have to be at the theater till 1 o'clock.
The theater? Gee, are you an actor?
Well, there seems to be a little difference of opinion on that. You know how critics are. They...
Hey, listen. I might as well tell you. That was my last nickel I spent for this coffee.
Huh? Yeah, sure.
I heard about a job uptown, 72nd Street. I was going to use the nickel for subway fare, but the last I ate was yesterday noon, and I felt kind of funny. So I thought maybe I better get the coffee and then walk uptown.
But it's 72nd Street. Well, that's 30 blocks.
Yeah, I figured that out for myself. Say, you don't mind if I spoon up this gravy, do you?
Huh? Oh, no. Go ahead, Blondie.
Oh, gee. That was swell. What I mean, swell.
Life looks different now, doesn't it, huh?
Yeah. Gee, now I could walk to Harlem and back. Hey, that's funny. I couldn't have laughed at that when I came in here.
No, I know. You'll find courage in strange places, Blondie. At the end of your rope, in a plate of bacon and eggs.
Yeah. When somebody's eyes looking at you. Maybe across a lunchroom table.
Yeah. Maybe.
Well, I guess I better be getting along uptown now and land that job.
Yeah, I got to get my lunch over. I got to be there by 1 o'clock.
Yeah. Well, I'll be toddling. 70 seconds a long way when you're walking. Listen, Duke. Well, I guess you know there's no words I could say that tell you how I feel.
Oh, that's all right, Blondie. You're welcome. Yeah, wait a second. You can't walk uptown in this heat.
Oh, go on. Sure I can. I feel like a million now. No, listen. When I said that about walking to 72nd Street, I wasn't asking you for coffee.
I know that's stupid, but you can't hoof it that far. You'll be a dead pigeon by the time you get there. You want to keep what you got. Here, Blondie. Buy yourself a Subway.
Yeah. Okay, Duke, thanks. And listen, that job's mine, see? It's just waiting for me to come and get it. But if anything to just happen, I don't get it. Well, there's something I found out since meeting you, and I'd like you to know about it.
What's that, Blondie?
Well, I don't know just the right words for it, but what I mean is... Well, this is my world. Mine as well as the next fellow's. I belong here. I'm a part of things. I got a life to live. And I'm going to keep that idea tight inside me. And if I've got that, nothing can hurt me. Not being hungry or all alone or people being rotten and stupid. You get what I mean.
Yes, I think I do.
Well, I'll get going and let you get your lunch. Bye, Duke.
So long, Blondie. Good luck. Hey, Gus.
What do you have, Duke?
Listen, Gus, how's for a cup of coffee, huh?
Yeah, sure. Hey, wait a minute.
Yeah, I mean on the cuff.
Oh, no, nothing doing. You owe this joint $1.60 now.
And I'll pay it just as soon as I get a job. Listen, Gus, I'm seeing Abe Levy this afternoon about a part.
Oh, yeah? And me, I'm having tea with the king and queen.
No, it's true. There's a walk-on part opening a new show. Levy's secretary sneaking me in to see him. Just a cup of coffee, Gus. I haven't eaten since yesterday morning. That quarter was all the money I had.
Well, what are you beeping about? You just had a plate of bacon and eggs, didn't you?
Well, Yeah. Sure.
You got a nickel change, ain't you? If you want coffee so bad, all right, cough it up. Well, what do you say? Are you having it or ain't you?
No. I think I'll hang on to what I got.
November 19th, 1939, the Chase and Sanborn Hour here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. Some messages from your favorite station, and then we'll hear more. Thanks for tuning in. Now on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, the conclusion of the Chase and Sanborn Hour, November 19th, 1939, and the conclusion of Courage a la Carte, John Garfield, Lurene, Tuttle, and Wally Maher.
Well, what do you say? Are you having it or ain't you?
No. I think I'll hang on to what I got.
Okay, it's up to you.
Well, I'll be getting around the theater.
Yeah, tell Levy you won't take less than $1,000 a week.
Maybe I will. Someday. You know, Gus, it's funny. I found courage in strange places, but I never thought I'd find it in this dump of yours.
I don't get it.
No, I know you don't. And here's something else you won't get, but I'll tell you anyway. This is my world, Gus. My world as well as the next fella's. I belong in it. I'm part of it. I've got a life to live. While I know that, nothing can hurt me. Not hunger or fear or people like you.
In a well-pressed lapel, a feather in a rakish hat, and a humorous twinkle in a discerning eye, put them all together and they spelled that super bon vivant, that suave de la suave man about town, our very welcome guest tonight, Alan Mowbray. Hello, Alan. It's nice to see you.
Why?
I don't know. Do I have to have reasons?
No, Rudy, but I didn't think you'd recognize me.
Why not?
Well, believe it or not, Rudy, I'm a new man.
Is that so?
Absolutely.
I suppose you've been told this before, but you're the image of Alan Mowbray.
Really?
Absolutely.
Flatterer.
No, seriously, Alan. In what way has the Mowbray of old become a different person?
Well, it's like this, Rudy. I feel there comes a time when a man should settle down. Forget the bright lights and the pretty faces.
What?
Well, the bright lights, anyway. And set himself up in business. You know, something to fall back on.
Something to fall back on?
Yes. Naturally, my first thought was a couch. But that's a stuffy business at best.
Yes, of course. Well, what business did you finally go into?
Am going into, Rudy. Present tense, and that's where you come in.
Me? What do I do?
Oh, not a thing, nothing at all. Now, if you'll just give me your check for $1,000 for equipment...
Oh, not so fast, Alan. What equipment? What kind of business is this?
Communications.
Communications? Radio, telegraph, or stagecoach?
Pigeons.
Pigeons?
Yeah, that's right, Rudy. Carrier pigeons.
Carrier pigeons?
What is this? Is there an echo around here somewhere?
No, that was little me gasping at your great enterprise. Carrier pigeons. What an idea.
Oh, you can call me a visionary if you like, Rudy. But remember, they laughed at Fulton.
Who's Fulton?
I don't know. But they laughed at him. I wish I was Fulton. Now, if you'll just give me your check.
Alan, wait a minute. Suppose you do send a pigeon out with a message. How do I know he'll find his way home?
Oh, it's elementary, my dear Vallee. My pigeons lay eggs on the way out, and on the way back, they just follow the white line.
Very clever.
Well, naturally. I only use very superior birds. College graduates, of course. Now, are you convinced?
Not $1,000 worth. Look, how much would it cost me to send a message, say, to San Francisco?
Well, Rudy, I think I could make you a very reasonable proposition on that. Let me see, San Francisco.
Right.
That'll be $1 to deliver the message and 50 cents on the trip back.
Why the difference?
The bird I'm sending knows a shortcut on the way back.
Smart bird. Then why doesn't he use the shortcut on the way up?
What, and lose 50 cents? Smart bird.
All right, I'll try your system. I'll send the message.
Fine. Now, what kind of message is it? Business or social?
What's the difference?
Well, if it's a greeting, I'll send it out with our social message division.
And just what is that?
Well, that's manned by parrots.
Parrots?
Yes, I still say there's an echo around this place somewhere. Yes, parrots. You should hear them. I send them out and they sing Happy Birthday to You in 4-part harmony.
It's wonderful, Alan.
Yes, well, it's a nice touch, I think. And now about that $1,000.
Another nice touch.
Yeah. No. Rudy, you don't seem to understand. This is your big opportunity. With all those birds working for you, pigeons, parrots, woodpeckers.
Woodpeckers?
Why, yes, for office work. They tap out messages.
What messages?
Oh, anything that comes into their heads. You know, I have very imaginative birds. You write a message and they edit and revise it. I might say we get some very surprising results.
I can imagine. Another one of your special services, I presume.
Oh, yes, that's right. We undertake to do almost anything. You know, one time, Rudy, I had to send out one of my ace pigeons, a bird named Joe, to shadow an airplane full of smugglers.
Sounds exciting.
So what do you think happened?
The pigeon laid an egg?
No. No, he was just about to discover the smuggler's hiding place when he sprained his left wing and had to make a forced landing.
That's terrible. What did you do?
Well, we towed him in.
Towed him in?
Yes, you know. Pigeon-toed. I wish I was Fulton. Poor Joe, he never got over it. Used to pace the floor night after night, muttering to himself.
Horrible. A pigeon-toed pigeon. A disgrace to his profession.
Yes, that's the way he felt. Till one day I sent him to New York through a howling blizzard. None of the other birds dared to go out, but Joe volunteered.
Bravo. I suppose he came through with flying colors and redeemed himself.
No, we didn't hear from him for 3 months. Oh, if he had only written. And then finally we found him frozen stiff on top of a steeple.
That's a shame, Alan. So you just charged Joe up to profit and loss?
Oh, don't be silly, Rudy. I sent out the head of our legal department, a smart-talking raven. And he made a deal with the man who owns the steeple. Now we have Joe out on a nice monthly rental. He's a weather vane.
It's a great organization you have, Alan.
Yeah, thanks, Rudy. Now, if you'll just sign the check for $1,000.
Now, before I give you my check, tell me something.
What is it, partner?
Partner? Where do you get your birds?
Oh, practically any place at all. However, I'll never forget my first bird. Oh, that was a beauty. I was standing on the stage of the Palace Theater singing... Well, so long, Rudy. Thanks.
So long, Alan.
Alan Mowbray may be best remembered for playing the butler for the Tupper family in the 1937 motion picture Topper. You're listening to Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox, and this hour, the Chase and Sanborn Hour, November 19th, 1939. The conclusion comes up next. It's amazing the big stars of 1939 that have basically forgotten today. A lot of people don't remember John Garfield or Donald Dickson. If I have a moment, I'll give you some information on those folks at the conclusion of this final segment of the Chase and Sanborn Hour, November 19th, 1939.
Well, Charlie, this is our guest, John Garfield. John, this is Charles D. McCarthy.
Hello, Charlie.
Hello. Are you out of the clink again?
What do you mean, out of the clink?
Well, I saw you in a picture where all you did was get in and out of jail.
Well, which one did you see?
I don't know. I think it was, the name was, Dust Be My Destitute or something.
No.
Huh?
No, not destitute.
No?
No.
Root-a-toot?
No.
Tutti Fruit?
No.
I think it was destitute. That's what it was.
It was not.
No? All right, what was it, wise guy?
It was Dust Be My Destiny.
Yeah?
Yes.
No, I don't think that's right. I don't think so.
Well, it was when I saw it.
Yeah, well, what theater did you see it in?
Oh, what difference does that make?
I don't know.
As a matter of fact, Charlie, John Garfield has played in many other films besides prison pictures.
Yeah, huh?
Well, yes.
Oh. Well, name 4.
Name 4. Well, there's 4 daughters.
By golly, I didn't think you could do it. $4, huh?
Yes.
Which one did he play?
No. Don't be silly. John, you're doing a sequel to $4 now, aren't you?
Yes, Edgar. We just finished it. It's called Four Wives.
Oh, Four Wives.
Uh-huh. $4, 4 wives. Say, I got a swell title for your next picture.
What's that?
4 bits or so. Say, and speaking of Monnier...
Oh, no, you don't, Charlie.
Oh, no?
No.
Oh, another Dickson, huh? Well, anyhow, Mr. Garfield, on account of Dust being my institute...
No.
Dust be all quiet, Bergen, all right. On account of Dust, et cetera, I dashed off a prison playlet in a sort of a lighter vein.
What do you call it, Charlie?
I call it Who's Who in the Hoosegow. From the clink of the same name.
What kind of a part did you cast me in?
Well, you're an outcast. A little confined. You're in for life, see? Curtain, Niles. Open the cell door and let's make a break for it.
The curtain rises reluctantly on Act 2 of Charlie McCarthy's one-act play. The scene is the Bide-A-Wee home for bad boys in Sing Sing, key of A. We discover one of the jailbirds, Droopy Dickson, gaily singing a tune.
Oh, they're hanging Tanny Deaver in the morning.
Shut up!
That guy's a pest. Ain't he, Wooden Face?
Yeah, he sure is, Gat. See, there's so much racket around here, I'll never get my needlepoint done by Christmas.
We ought to quit picking on Droopy.
Yeah, I guess we ought to, Dad. Yeah, he ain't well in the noodle.
I noticed that. If he ain't singing, he's sitting around twirling a spoon in an empty cup. Twirling and twirling. What's the matter with him, anyhow?
I don't know. The guy is stir-crazy. Say again. Are you in for a long stretch?
Well, they didn't say, but I figure I am.
Yeah, sure. What makes you think so, huh?
Well, they give me a striped suit with 2 pair of pants.
Oh, that's bad. That's bad. 2 pair of pants, that's bad.
Yeah, that's bad.
Oh, that's bad. Yeah.
What'd they get you for, Wooden Face?
A little job I pulled down in the vegetable market. Little tough thing there. See, I was snitching some watermelons and,
What happened?
Well, I was making my getaway when the cops, they come after me. I plugged 3.
3 coppers?
No, 3 watermelons.
Couldn't you get away with it, huh?
Yeah, I tried to beat the melon rap, but I couldn't squash it.
That's bad.
Yeah, that's bad, yeah.
Hey, listen, Wooden Face. I got it fixed to get out of this joint.
Yeah?
You want to make a break with me?
Well, when do you think you're going to lamb out of here?
Oh, we'll be out by Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, huh? Be more definite. How do you expect to do it anyway?
With this file here.
You got a file?
Yeah, I got a file.
He's got a file. Holy gee, he's got a file. He's got a file. Well, we ain't got much time. Start filing, brother. That's the stuff.
Gentlemen, please.
Oh, hello, Warden Vallee.
What are you doing?
Oh, he's just filing his way out, that's all.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. Yes, he is, Warden. Yeah.
Well, please be as quiet as you can. You're disturbing the other prisoners.
Uh-huh.
First thing you know, they'll all want to do it. Copycats.
Yeah. He's perturbed.
I beg pardon, Gat, but what are you doing now?
Reading, you mug.
Oh, do you like to read?
Oh, sure he does, especially that book. That's the one the file came in.
Oh, I'm in favor of education. Who wrote the book?
It's by Houdini, Secrets of an Escape Artist.
That's nice. What's that noise?
Maybe someone's trying to break in.
What ho! Cheerio, I made it!
You made what, mug?
Oh, so sorry. I thought I was working on an outside wall.
Say,
Who do you think you are, anyway, breaking in like this?
Oh, let me introduce myself. I'm Limey Bob, the Scourge of Piccadilly, number 10364, but my friends call me 103.
Oh. 103, eh?
Yes. Nickname, you know.
Nice. Nice, don't you think, Gad?
Oh, definitely, Woody.
Yeah. What got you in the jug?
A woman.
No, it's bad.
A woman, huh? Yeah, it's bad.
It's bad.
Had to make a lot of trouble.
Yes, this one wouldn't let go of her pocketbook.
That's bad. That's bad. Yeah, that's bad. Yeah, that's bad. Yeah.
Well, Limey, if you want to break out, work on the north wall. That's the outside wall.
Oh, thank you very much, Warden. You're a great help.
Hello?
Hello, is Wooden-Face McCarthy there?
Oh, just a minute, please. It's for you, Wooden-Face.
Hello, Governor.
No, this is Switchboard Lamore, the operator.
Oh, the operator, huh?
Yes. Are you number 3293?
Why, right you are. That's me.
Well, I have just called to tell you that your number has been changed to 935.
Well, thank you.
Well, I'll have to get to work. I promised my ma I'd be out of here by Christmas.
Well, you better start chopping because that wall's pretty thick.
Yeah, and there's only 34 more chopping days till Christmas.
That's bad.
Yeah,
that's bad.
That's bad.
The time has come again to say goodnight. Tonight, another show of memory. Tomorrow, another dawn. And with tomorrow's rising sun, the air will be filled with the fragrance of a new day. And another fragrance, too. The fragrance of breakfast and coffee. In your home, we hope it'll be the appetizing aroma of Chase and Sanborn coffee. If by some chance it is not, well, we wish you'd make the change and see if you don't agree with us that Chase and Sanborn coffee means friendship in a cup. We'll all be back next week. Edgar-Bergen, Charlie-McCarthy, Donald Dickson, Dorothy Lamour, and Robert Armbruster and the Chase and Sanborn Orchestra. Our special guests will be Loretta Young and Vera Vague. So until we all meet again next Sunday, this is Rudy Vallee anticipating another I Hope.
This is the National Broadcasting Company.
November 19th, 1939, the Chase and Sanborn Hour here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. We told you we'd tell you about a few of the other people you heard on this episode. Donald Dickson, whom you heard at the beginning in conversation with, Mortimer Snerd. Well, Mortimer, or rather Donald, starred in one motion picture, Up in Arms, in 1944. And that's about all we have on Donald Dickson. John Garfield, though, that's an entirely different story. He received Academy Award nominations for his performance in 1938's Four Daughters and the 1947 film that was Body and Soul. And it was very, very interesting that he was one of the people who, because of communism, he said he wasn't a communist. He refused to name names, ending his film career. Some have alleged the stress of the persecution led to his death at the age of 39 in 1952. He was quite the actor and quite the, let's just say he had a great deal of things to be proud of in his career. Alrighty, and that is where we go. The Chase and Sanborn Hour, November 19th, 1939, here on Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox. And your name?
Civil defense is common sense. This is Pat Boone. In case of enemy attack, you must know your warning signals. A steady blast of 3 to 5 minutes means tune your radio dial to 640 or 1240. A 3-minute wavering tone or a series of short blasts, take cover immediately.
And we thank you for tuning in to Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox here on your favorite station. Visit my friend Ted over at radiomemories.com. If you visit Ted, you're going to find a whole list of great radio programs that he can get for you on cassette, CD, or flash drive for your computer, and he gets them to you at a very reasonable cost. He restores them all very nicely, better than anything you'll get free on the internet. Go to radiomemories.com and tell Ted I sent you by. And also go by my webpage, classicradio.stream, where you can stream our shows on demand. You can learn about building a classic radio collection of your own. You can find a list of locations to download our shows by podcast. You can also contact me there. You can find our social media links, which is important to stay on top with what's going on with Classic Radio Theater. And, of course, you can buy me a coffee. That Buy Me a Coffee money helps us not only build our classic radio collections, but to allow our continued distribution of classic radio theater. Now that's all at classicradio.stream. Classicradio.stream. Please thank this station and support their advertisers, and most importantly, tell your friends the great radio shows are right here at this spot on the dial. Classic Radio Theater with Wyatt Cox on your favorite radio station.